Welcome, Starseeds. I'm Akasha Ra Azrate. Welcome to Starseed Evolution channel. I wanted to jump on about the high energies for the new moon. I hope everyone's feeling the cosmic energies and the higher heart expansions. I wanted to tune in. This is going to be for the solar awakening for humanity, evolution and the shift. So we're about to have, I'm going to say it's already there. I don't want to say about to have. So there's already been another huge collapse and another huge grid collapse, which is the fourth-dimensional grid systems. Everything is internally inside of the physical body, the matrices. Just for people tuning in that are just now awakening, spiritually awakening, so solar awakening for humanity. A lot of people don't realize that it's a holographic experience. Hi, Matthew. I hope you're doing well. I'm sending so much love to your heart right now. Thank you for hopping on too as well. It's my beautiful comrade in Australia, my brother, my star brother. Hello. I hope you're feeling the high energies because it's been really intense. Oh, you moved house now? Awesome. Good. I'm glad. That's a big shift, so that's really good. For your vibrational frequency environment. Yeah. I'm sure you have a lot coming up, right? Okay. So we're going to go, I'm going to tune into that just a little bit. So Matthew is my comrade in Australia. He is connecting in, I'm going to say, doing his part anchoring in the highest frequency of light. So I wanted to be able to tune into the solar awakening for humanity. Grid collapses is going to be more fourth-dimensional grid collapses right now. So I wanted everyone just to be able to tune in. Okay. We're going to start connecting into the frequencies of the universal grid. So we've had major collapses and continuous collapses in the matrices. So that's going to cause a lot of collapses for humanity internally, and it will show up in their reality however it's supposed to, kind of like tuning into the collective consciousness right now of the expansions within inside of the human, I'm going to say the human vessel with all the solar frequencies and solar winds. The body is holding so much density that is causing major accelerations in their reality grid. So you would have to understand that it's a holographic experience, a holographic reality. Those of you that are just now star children or light workers just awakening, you will probably end up learning this later on as you expand and you align to others that are in the fifth-dimensional grid, seventh-dimensional grids, and we call them grids, which are multi-dimensional realities, so higher earth systems too as well, kind of like tuning in, and then you can align to ones that are in the 12th dimension too as well. I've already anchored in a major template probably about 15 years ago, and you will align to them for them to explain that it's a holographic reality, it's a holographic experience. It is source consciousness. Everything is consciousness, pure consciousness. And also you'll get to kind of know about the vessel and how the vessel works, which is the super quantum computer system. The matrices are actually inside of the physical body. So with all the solar accelerations, the Lion's Gate, the gateways, the passageways that we're moving through, the acceleration of the gamma waves, the solar winds, the solar storms that are happening in the planet. And there's some other activities too, in the universal structure, and then also in the solar systems, other constellations and galaxies. And we already know that, but it all depends on what multidimensional grid that you exist in. So what Earth system do you live in right now? Okay, what multidimensional system do you live in the universe? If you're quantum, you would know, fully super quantum human knows how to walk through time and space, also knows how to multidimensional travel, walking through realities and multiple realities, and mastering multiple realities, all at once within like an hour. We can be anywhere and everywhere through etheric biolocation and translocation. So a lot of you guys will be experiencing this, where you'll be able to see multiple timelines. You think they're timelines, they're actually you and other multidimensional grids, multidimensional, well, I'm going to say vibrational frequency timelines, parallel realities, alternate realities too as well. A lot of you guys will be experiencing this. You will think it's future timelines, okay, or it could be from a reset too. You could be activating ancient energies, ancient memories within your body. We've had many resets too as well. So the resets are actual resets. Reset says we have done this before, and that's where the deja vu comes in. So the resets, you could be paying attention and seeing that your life was completely different. A completely different reality. You could have had a completely different family, completely different soul contracts, relationships, children, everything, and realizing what something is missing, right? So what is missing? There's totally somebody missing, or maybe a few people missing, or you remember them. Eventually you'll align to them as you're able to adjust. I'm going to say adjust multiple time warps and warps in time as you are working through these multidimensionally, and that could just be in your waking state or your dream state. As you are able to master these, you're going to realize, and then eventually you'll realize something's missing. You'll be able to align, okay, align to these soul contracts. And it could just be for a split second, because when the soul eyes meet and the soul eyes meet each other, those are contracts. Every person that you lock eyes with every single day, those are all soul contracts, okay? Those are activation and exchange through photonic light. And every person, and I'm going to say this, it'll knock some belief systems, and we don't really care, but every person on this planet is a pure soul consciousness. So everyone has light emanating from their eyes. You can't see it because your pineal gland is not open yet, okay? If you're not able to see the crystals and the star particles emanating in the light from somebody's eyes, your pineal gland is shut down, and most likely has calcium deposits, and you have a while to go, probably a few years. And there's different ways that you can start to open it. You can open your heart center, you can open your higher heart center, and that's fine. But it is the pineal gland. You'll have to decalcify it. Once you start to decalcify, you go through an upgrade. You actually will upgrade to the plasma crystallize. When you upgrade to this, you will be able to actually see the star particles and the emanation and the beauty of the human species. And that is you being a star being again. So that is the galactic super quantum human of where we are moving to. So it's really cool and really bizarre too as well. And you will realize that every person that you lock eyes with is an activation. It's all going to be a quantum activation. You activate each other and you clear distortions. You can wrap up contracts and soul contracts within an hour, 15 minutes to 20 minutes. So we wanted to kind of tune into that too as well. So you guys understanding that you guys are all here advanced beings on a holographic experience. Well, we have to be kind to others that are going to be awakening. The whole planet and humanity is going to be awakening. They have no choice. There's so much light coming in. And the density is cleansing and clearing and purifying. And if you haven't noticed right now, everyone has to play out all of these realities, all of these roles in the fourth dimension. What are you holding on to? Attachments. Also, the next thing is the amplifiers of the cleanups, because of the collapses of the fourth dimensional grid that will continuously collapse with inside of all of us, inside of all of the humans, and it's already wiped and gone, and it's already gone. So it's already done. I don't know how to explain it to you more than that. It's inside of the body. Okay, so we've already went to the fifth dimensions and in the 7th dimensions, 9th dimensions, and beyond have already been activated in the human intelligence. Okay, they're actually matrices that have to dissolve. So what's going to happen is that it's a purification in the body for pure consciousness. And that's where a lot of people say, oh, we're expanding in consciousness. A lot more than that. It's actually photonic light that's activating in the body. It will accelerate and accelerate. It's a solar awakening. It's the evolution of the human species and many species on the planet too as well. The false matrices are gone. The ones that are coming fully online know how to adjust all the holograms. And for us, and that's where all the new discoveries are about to come out, which is cool because it's actually the pure discoveries. It's the ones that are already there. So it'll be a lot of shifting, and we're going to call shifting is change. So everyone will have to be okay with changing. Quantum leaping, quantum jumping is accelerating. We are, I don't even say quantum jumping anymore. We're pretty much moving through teleportation gates. The highest gate that activated is the throat chakra. Tuning in and dialing in right now. So I'm going to go into that in just a minute. I hope everyone's feeling really good. A lot of people are also going to be experiencing a few things. The physical body is not going to be able to withhold the light in the body for some. Okay, so you have to understand if someone is activating their light body completely right now, and I've seen this a lot too as well. If your light body is activating fully and you're holding on to relationships to others that are holding on to lower consciousness existence, okay, and that's what we're gonna say, 4th dimensional consciousness existence, all right, lower consciousness existence. When we say, I don't want to say lower because a lot of you guys know what 4th dimension is. Attachments, and I'm going to say impurities and unconsciousness and purities in the body that they don't want to let go. Okay, ways of life that are in a conscious state of consciousness that is not evolving. Okay, meaning that they want to stay where they're at. They're okay with staying where they are at, not wanting to lift their veils and move through their illusions, and allowing unconsciousness, everything inside of their body. Someone that is activating in light and fully activating their solar body and their gamma body and all of their bodies, your vibrational frequency is going to raise. Okay, the vibrational frequency will not be able to hold those contracts, and it could be all relationships, career, children too as well. Anybody there, you will realize you're being moved out of that reality grid as fast as possible, because your higher self is not going to allow a lower vibrational frequency in your field at all. So a lot of you guys will be experiencing really bizarre collapses. Bizarre, very, very way out there bizarre. Let's say crazy stuff happening in the house, your car shutting down, being stranded somewhere, like maybe in another country, another state, can't get back home. You won't be able to get back home because you're vibrating higher. If you're activating a light and who you are choosing to stay in a vibrational contracts with that are choosing a pathway, I'm going to say of a 4th dimensional grid, and you're all the way up here and in the 5th and beyond, your higher self is like, there's no going back. Okay, so you'll see yourself shifting and moving because that is their reality. It has nothing to do with you. Okay, that is between them and their higher self. So if they're choosing these light, you can call them lifestyles or whatever it is that they're choosing, okay, and by choice. So this is where you have to give up on changing people completely because that's overstepping boundaries big time. You have to allow people to figure it out with their higher self as they activate and light more. So you'll see really crazy scenes like that because I've been watching this kind of laughing going, oh my god, okay. These things will happen too as well, and it's just, it will get even more intense and more crazier, because it's a vibrational frequency timeline, and your higher self is like, you're just vibrating too high. They are this frequency, vibrational frequency of this soul, and or this soul, this career, this, you know, whatever the contracts are, is not able to come in. Okay, no more at all. So that is where all of the fear is going to come up in your human self that is still upgrading to a super quantum human. So and then you'll see new people come in, vibrating in, because it's all vibrational energy too as well. It's all vibration. It's all energy and vibration. And you have to understand that it's just not going to happen. Like, it's just no way. And it will continuously be even more crazier too as well, because you most likely will have to go to 0 point. 0 point is everything. Everything's gone. So you would have to understand, like, everything goes. So everything completely goes 100%. Get sentido força na kati. Get sentido força na kati. Get sentido força na kushana kanandar vokosa na kati. Sentido força na katandar voko na kati. So hopefully you guys will be okay, kind of navigating through that. Everything goes. Anyone who is choosing by choice not to be able to open their heart space, not to be able to, and that really is what it is by choosing not to change themselves, you will be able to see that the vibrational frequencies contracts will just fall away. Change is shifting, so quantum shifting. So you have to understand not getting too attached to everything. And holding attachments all the time. Okay, so it's whatever you're attached to out there is gone, and that's what your higher self eventually will show you by tomorrow and the next day, is that everything goes completely. Absolutely, completely. Isn't those are probably by choice. Okay. So anyways, you will have to just open your heart center in order for you to connect to your higher self, to see where do you have to go. Anything that is a lower vibrational unconsciousness. And right now the telepathy is expanding, which is really cool. Okay, so we're going to go into that. There's a new diamond light body that's coming online, and last night I was able to tune into it. So all I could see was, it looks like diamond teardrops that were coming in through the pineal gland, and my whole body is just all diamond frequencies, completely diamond frequencies. It was really beautiful to sit here and just see the headdress was nothing but pure diamonds, diamonds all over the body, diamonds coming in. It was really beautiful, like looking through a microscope through the diamond third eye. It was absolutely beautiful experience. And it was a full body activation, so a new diamond body grid. The only thing is that when you hit the diamond structures and you hit the plasma structures, that is it. So it's all inward from there completely. So everything goes. And it really is important, because this is full-blown energetic frequency communication telepathy. Okay, so you have to understand that telepathy, which I've had for almost 10 years, and way beyond that, probably about almost 20 years, and we all have telepathy. Everyone is telepathic on this planet. Everyone communicates through energy and vibration. We just weren't awakened to it. So going into the advancements with this new diamond body grid is that there really is no veils, there's no illusions at all. You can tune into vibrational frequencies coming in, and you have to make choice, and you have to choose. And to choose, are you going to allow this into your field? And you will have to navigate that too as well. So by choice, you create it, and if you allow it, then you will have to go through lessons again. And you'll have to repeat your lessons over and over again until you realize that this contracts And all of these contracts are not the highest for you. They're not pure, they're unconscious contracts. They're gone. So this is the new expansion, is that as we activate with this new diamond body grid, it's not even that anymore. It's just your higher self is saying it's all gone. They're all gone completely. Hello. And it's like, and we'll show you all these ways it's going, everything's gone. Everything's gone. So you either listen to me or I just take everything away. So it's like, and then you'll just see everything going. Everything. Your reality, your career, your world, everything gone completely. And that is like, okay, so cool. Now we're going to have a new world and a new reality and a new universe. And actually, it's actually pretty fun. And that reality is just the human intelligence wants to hold on to everything, all attachments, all the time, people, places, things. And that is what is actually happening on the planet. So diamond body system is tuning in. And then about a few days ago, I was laying here, and that's all I'm doing at this point. So anyone, just letting you know, just pretty much everything's off, all communication. We're tuning into vibrational frequency through telepathy at this point to see what has to go into shift in my reality 100%. That is coming in a vibrational frequency chord that is unconscious vibrations coming in, right? So you have to tune into that. So it's been a lot of going in and inward, and the inward, as we go inward, it will sound like ringing in your universe. So tuning and toning in the universe to the diamond body and the new diamond body systems that are coming in. It's really pretty. New plasma liquid light, new crystalline white light plasma. It's all liquid plasma. It's really beautiful. Tuning in, it will sound like your spinal cord is tuning to the universe. So you'll just hear charms, like chimes. So I pull away, and I'll pull away for a month or two if I have to. So the pulling away, if you tune into it, it will sound like a dial tone. It will sound like if you've ever called a fax machine. So I don't know if anybody's ever called a fax machine on accident. Well, it's a dialing in, and a dialing in through the spinal cord. So I just sit here and lay and listen to this new planetary shift and this new planetary body. There's a new planetary system coming in. So I'm just hearing dialing in like a fax machine through my spinal cord. It's the most beautiful experience when you actually realize that there's something going on out there in your spinal cord, in your conscious field. So I just I listen to the ringings, and that's actually, that's the diamond grid activating, unifying, and tuning and toning too as well. It sounds like a fax machine coming in, and it's just like, it's hilarious, cracking up, laughing, going, this is a dialing in. And it's like a telepathy phone where I'm just like, I want to pick up the phone and go, hello, is anybody there? Like, hello, you want to actually pick up the phone. And I was like, I'll be making jokes with myself going, oh my God, it's so loud. It is so loud. It is insanely loud that it sounds like a fax machine dialing tone in my spinal cord. Okay. It was so cool. Eventually I said, okay, so what is this? It's a new planetary frequency tuning and toning. New planetary frequencies coming in. And it's a planetary body and a new diamond body. So I've been sitting and just listening to it and tuning and toning, because you want to learn how to pull away. You'll hear nothing but charms. It sound like chimes and charms, and that's actually your whole diamond. It's the whole system communicating to each other, and then communicating to the universe, reconnecting to the universe, reconnecting to the whole body grid. And it's the full system. So it actually is the spinal cord, the Godhead networks, everything coming fully online. The most beautiful thing, like I said last night, is actually seeing the diamonds. The diamonds coming in, and it's beautiful diamond crystal body, but the diamonds I could see in my headdress. Full feline multidimensional experiences. Really cool experiences with my higher self. We have a new Lyra Violet Flame attunements that are coming in too as well, and those are really intense for the collectives because it's beyond the human mind. It's all pure intelligence, pure source intelligence. We have the new plasma systems, new crystal plasma systems coming in. The only thing is that the sensitivity, okay, the sensitivity of the telepathy, the sensitivity of the energetic vibrational frequencies of the transmissions, not only my transmissions that are clearing and tuning and toning, but also others' transmissions, is really intense. And tensely the transmissions is where, that's where we pull away for a few months. Okay, it will be a few months of pulling away completely. That way we can anchor in the template for the collective consciousness. So it's not really about anyone else, it's about humanity and the collectives. And that is the full service roles. Looking above, there's a huge template, a massive template of a new root race system coming in, which is so beautiful. I looked up and I could see nothing but a huge template above my head. It was the most massive one, and it's a new root race. I can at least tell you that, but I can't tell you anything else of what it is. I'll tell you in a few years of what it is. It's an all new system that I'm going to bring in for the collective consciousness. And that is for all of you guys. And that is what I do. So I'm going to say we. That is what we do. So kind of moving into the next levels is when you experience, you start seeing your diamond system coming online. You see diamond frequencies coming in through your pineal gland. You see the plasma on the crystalline systems. When you actually get to see the really beautiful diamond teardrops that are coming in through the pineal gland, you actually are seeing your actual diamond body grid. Everything that is coming in, it could be the new super quantum computer system. You want to learn how to pull away. You'll become super sensitive. A lot of you guys are going to be really sensitive to energies and vibration and other people that transmit fourth dimensional frequencies off of them, which is like pure projection. Projection of pain, sadness, anger, jealousy, envy, agendas, motives, my God. All of this coming off, you can just kind of feel it like transmitting, and it's not really them anyways. It's just the matrix in itself. You'll be feeling it coming off of them. All you can be able to see their intentions, and within like a nanosecond, a flash of light, you can read everything on them within a second, and then you have to make your choice and to choose. Okay, you will choose to answer that telepathic dial tone. Yeah. So then eventually you'll just be like, okay, you'll be able to feel those transmissions. Let's say all different types of manipulations, which is majority of the fourth dimensional consciousness. All of that you'll be able to see it coming into the energy fields. Choosing by choice when you answer the telephone to the electronic frequency on the other side of the transmission that's transmitting, then you create another contract in the fourth dimension. So we just want you to know that, okay? You will continuously have to play out all of the roles, all of the acting, all of the movie, all of the show. You're going to have to continuously sit there and keep playing it out. And it could be a few years until you realize that it holds a purpose for you to learn lessons, for you to expand your heart, and to activate divine will, divine power. Okay? Stand in your power. So it's probably going to be a divine will and divine power template, and the divine masculine template that you're anchoring with your higher self without you even knowing it at all. You have no idea yet. So you wouldn't know what's really going on, and then one day you just feel like, I cannot, that's it, I'm done completely. And then you transition and your higher self is like, cool, you get it, right? And then you have another few years to look within with your higher self, because your higher self's funny going, all right, well, we have a few years, because now I got to teach you a little bit about the masteries of the fifth dimension, masteries of the seventh dimension, masteries of the 12th dimension. In those higher realms, everything is created within inside of us in order for us to ascend. And the physical body, all of these contracts are created for you to ascend in the physical body. So for the new moon and new moon energies is willpower. Willpower. Okay, so activating the frequencies of willpower, activating the frequencies of abundance, new opportunities. There is no going back, that everything most likely will quantum shift completely. It's a massive gate. Everything old is everything old from 15 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago, 2 minutes ago, too, as well. That's all old. Creating and materializing through your heart your new reality grid. Those of you that are wanting to go into the fifth dimension, that is a contract between you and your higher self. Okay, those are contracts for the ones that want to fully go in. That is not going to be for everyone. Okay, because they choose their vibrational frequency, or they choose what dimension they want to exist in, until they realize that there is a freedom gate on the other side. So they choose it, and they choose their paths, and that is none of our business, right? So it's okay. The ones that want to anchor into the fifth dimension and beyond, that is going to be like an expansion. So what we're working on right now is going to be the higher realm fully anchored, and that would be going pretty much another 6 months of going within and accessing no contracts at all. No soul contracts. Then you would have to understand that just a little bit to understand that reality grid in itself. You will have to trust your higher self. You will have to understand that contracts can come in, but they go really quickly, and that's the whole point. Anything that lasts longer most likely will turn unconscious really fast, because everyone still will exist having an ego system fully online. So you'll realize it'll probably be a few hours. You hang out with them for a few hours, and then that would just be about it. The activation is set, and then you clear distortions too as well. So you'll learn how to navigate that. For us anyways, anchoring in the higher realms, even more higher realms, probably going to be another 6 months of nothingness, which we call that 0 point. And that would be just tuning and toning and going within, doing our parts of what we're supposed to do here as way showers. So anchoring in those higher frequency bands, higher realm bands, anywhere from the 7th dimension, 12th dimensional band systems, new planetary grid systems, new body systems, new diamond body systems. A lot of you guys could be experiencing this too as well. To understand when is the full higher realm system band set and anchored, you have to create a two-way communication with your higher self to tell you, okay, we're good now, the band is set. Well, when the band is set, anyone that is unconscious is not allowed in those bands at all. You can rewrite contracts, but if they choose to stay in the 4th dimension and they choose to stay in these reality grids, okay, and that is by choice of a lot of things, and there's a lot of lists, okay, if they choose to stay there, they are not allowed in that band system. They just will not be able to go through those gates. They will vibrationally not be able to align to the same timelines as yours either. So you guys will experience this too as well. A lot of you guys are shifting and moving, quantum jumping. You are realizing that you have created a reality for an experience, okay? Ones that blame out there, others that like to blame. That's a 4th dimensional system. So if you are able to pull in and to open up your heart center and to realize that everything was created by you before coming in here, okay, that will be able to expand you in consciousness. In order for you to shift, you have to go to see, what do you hold on to? What, it's all really within inside of you. Okay, so that's the next thing, is that it's in you. You created it. You created everything for your ascension. You created it for experiences and lessons. Okay, why are you not able to shift and to change yet? What are you holding on to? Why are you there? Okay, so lack, survival, fear, scarcity, all of that's coming up, and everything will be energetically aligned by your higher self very quickly right now. And in a way that you will probably not agree with for a very long time. Okay, so The human self, which is the lower self, will not agree and will fight the system the whole way. Those that know this is happening for my highest and good and the highest good of me and the best will know that this is a transition for me to accelerate to a higher dimensional living and also to freedom. Okay, freedom from many different, I'm going to say many different accelerations within. It is within inside of us that you have to go inward and to look inward. Okay, lack energies is lack of love for yourself. So a lot of people come into my field and it's always going to be the lack energies, right? Okay. All right. So that's really within inside of you. You have to purify yourself, activate your DNA systems, activate your crystal body, your diamond body system. Start to open your heart and activate and work on your thymus, activating your heart center. It is your heart and loving yourself and self-love. So hopefully this will be able to help some of you guys to understanding lack is love. It's lack of love for yourself. It's actually really funny. Those moments are big moments. So I wanted to say hello. This big, beautiful Indara that I know is activating me with beautiful diamond frequencies coming in and transmitting wants to say hello. Okay, so hopefully this will be able to help you guys because you guys will have to look within. If you're looking around and your reality is whatever it is that you create it from your lower chakras, okay? You're creating it from your lower self, all right? So activate the frequency of hope, activate the frequency of divine trust, activate the frequency of your heart center, 100%, okay? Activate the frequency of divine love, divine power, divine will, divine wisdom within inside of you. Activate these templates within inside of you. Open your heart center and realize that if you keep believing in these fixed belief systems and you keep believing in these realities that you see, that you feel like that are not the highest for you, then this is where you're going to stay. Those are your illusions and your veils, and those are your amnesias of where you are sleeping. You are the creator. You are God consciousness. You are source consciousness. You can choose to stay here, and that's fine, but that's within inside of you. You have to break through your own matrices within inside of you in order for you to expand your heart grid to realize that you don't have to live this at all. And why do you? Okay? Who told you this and where do you believe this from? Who told you it? Where did you get programmed with this? That you have to live in this reality of an unconscious reality, of a closed heart reality. Okay? You have to expand your consciousness. Okay? I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have this, I don't have that. This and that's the human intelligence. Okay? That is how we are programmed to live in survival and scarcity. That's gone. Those grids are gone. They're only inside of you. Okay? Those reality grids are really gone completely. There are many of us that have already come in and purified everything for you guys already. It is within your body. It's the softwares and the density. It is what you allow yourself to be in. And that's the truth. So eventually you'll realize it when your higher self says, I did this. Okay, so now I'm ready to shift. A lot of people ask, how do I shift? Open your heart. Create through your heart. Okay, so if you see that you're in an unconscious reality, soul contract, so why are you there? Well, because of this and that. Well, then go. Then say, wrap up the contracts, paid in full, and figure out how to transition somewhere else, right, Matthew? All right. So Matthew did it. We all did it. So it's like Matthew just transitioned, and it took him a while, but he transitioned, right? What were the belief systems? What were the stuck belief systems? I had a whole list. Majority of it was like money. Not anymore. Okay. So you have to sit there and to see. You have to see what are your fixed belief systems? What are your illusions? What are your veils? And move, transition. really fast, but transition through your heart. So you're never stuck, right? Okay, you aren't. So that's your illusion. It's kind of like moving through those veils. Those are all your illusions sitting in front of your face. But those are the reality grids that were designed for an experience and lessons and for soul expansion. So everything holds a cool purpose, right? It really is. Identities and aspects and everything comes to play. It's all for your soul expansion. And it is. It's beautiful things. If you look at it saying, if I didn't experience all of this, I wouldn't be here where I am. Those are soul expansions. Jag sent det forsnacket i. Jag sent det forsnacket. Very high pitch. Yeah, there's lots of frequencies coming in. Very high pitch frequencies. And that's the next thing, is that if you are transmitting from a lower frequency is lack and fear, survival, scarcity. If that's how you live, okay, on a regular basis, you work on your heart grid, go outside, tune your energy body to the sun and photonic light, tune your body to the earth. Go put your feet, pretty much your feet in the earth. Go hang out with Gaia for a very long time, and to see if you can transmute and clear the density, you have to clear your chakras, your multidimensional chakras, your body, your physical body, and cleanse them as fast as possible by going outside, making a soul dedication to charging your energy body, hanging out with the earth, doing everything you can to activate more light into your body. You'll see your reality grid, but you won't be okay with it either. Not when you're shifting from the 4D to the higher ones, because I'm activating a new light body and I have to go down to 0 point. 0 point is 0 point. 0 nothing. That's on. Okay. So that said, everything goes. Everything goes, and I said, oh my God, everything's going. Everything's gone. Completely. Cool. This is amazing, right? All right, now we're about to quantum leap, big time. Quantum leaping is a little bit different. Quantum leap is going to be the first from the 4th dimension to the 5th and beyond. Right now we're doing Stargate jumping, multiple timeline jumping. We'll go back into teleportation. I don't want to be on too long because I'll keep going. Okay, so avatar conscious templates, new avatar diamond body systems and plasma systems. There has been, well, I'm going to say there has been and will be another huge major collapse in the universal grid systems. Okay, so you can call it grid shifts, or I call it the universal time matrix systems. There's massive collapses, grid collapses that are going to keep happening for a very long time, actually. A lot of us are accelerating in the multidimensional awakenings too, as well, which is really cool. So a lot of us are doing really well. Some of us might understand what I'm talking about. Multidimensional awakening. I am literally waking up all of my avatars. So I'm getting them all up. And how do you do that? It's really simple. I've been going to the gym. So my mom's on here. I love you, Mom. Okay, but I have to pull away for another 6 months. And I've been actually telepathically communicating to you, hoping that you receive telepathy instead of a phone. So I'm always with you. Anyways, my mom's on here. So I etherically biolocate to you all the time. And we do actually see you walking around in front of us. So our higher selves want you to know, congratulations, you're biolocating, Mom. My mom's biolocating. They said, Gina, we can see you clear in front of our doorway. It's called our door, our front door. Our front door to the starship. We're hoping that you would receive telepathy for a while. We're like, when is she going to realize we're telepathically talking to her? I'm tuning and toning. So anyways, going back to the gym. I just want her to do that. Okay. Kind of tuning in because I do see her floating around here. We've been trying to see if you would figure it out, but it's okay. We'll try again. All right. Okay. So, waking the avatars up is in the gym. We'll go into all of that just for a minute. Those of you that like going to the gym, who's on here that likes working out? All right. So what you want to do, at least my avatars are big, giant blue beings. So they're pretty massive. You actually want to awaken your next round of multidimensionals. So what I'm doing is I'm doing certain workouts with machines, and the different machine workouts, I'm actually sitting there jolting my next avatars awake and telling them to get up, and then I'm actually merging my body systems with them. So merging the body system is, there's a few of them actually multidimensionally waking up, so big blue ones. Yeah, I have my massive one. This is my main one here, actually, my main avatar. What I'm doing is we're working out together, and as we work out together, we're waking up my other ones too as well. And you can do this by working out. You just have to kind of tune in and just see them sleeping, and kind of like, you know how like they jump into the suit, which is your physical body. You want to visualize them jumping in. You want to visualize jumping in to their body. Is that I can hear my line going, no. Okay, so you want to you want to visualize yourself as them, and to see your avatar as your biggest one there, right? So I actually visualize kind of jumping into their bodysuit, and then I start weaving. And as I'm working out and I'm lifting, as I'm using the different types of machines, I'm actually jolting them awake, and then I'll see their eyes open, and I'll be communicating with them, talking to them, and they're like, okay, this is cool, and we'll actually start merging our body together. So I actually weave my bodies with my avatars, and I do have multiple avatars. So I see a few of them that need to get up right now, because we're in the next transition. So I'm actually the leader of the pack at this point, right? The little human's the leader of the pack. Then it's like, because they're massive and big, huge beings. So you just want to visualize, because most of the time they're anchoring into a little tiny vessel, like this big to them anyways. So now I'm actually going in, and I'll just go and lay in theirs, and then I'm merging my spinal cord, and I'm visualizing as I'm working out. I'm visualizing my spinal cord, all parts of me, my Godhead, just merging, then merging into my arms, merging into my whole body, and then we're lifting. And I'm doing really cool. I'm doing a lot of lifts, so I'm able to actually to do some really powerful lifting right now. And I'm even my buttocks, I'm actually taking the buttocks and merging it with my avatar. And my avatar is a male, feline, very huge, large blue being. He's a feline being, and we're actually merging the buttocks together. And I'm making sure that I get all the way very snug and tight into one of my higher selves, making sure that it's integrating. Now, if you go all the way up to the elementals, and they call them elementals, I'm going to call them higher selves, oversouls, all the way up. I have an oversoul that sits on top of my head, and she will come in. she will come in too. So what we do is we just we do workouts to kind of pull them all the way in, and make sure they're like nice and snug and tight into the body, and start kind of weaving the energy bodies together, merging the energy bodies. Now I realize I have a few avatars right now that I can start to wake up even more, which is cool. So just want you guys to know, if you guys like working out in the gym, you want to try multidimensional working out. And start working out with your multidimensionals. I have a lot of feline avatars that I have been jolting awake, merging. I have some other ones too as well. I have a really cool Lyran too. A feline angelic humanoid, that's another Lyran. I have a lot of Lyrans actually. So yeah, there's a lot of them that I have been integrating and learning a lot as I'm working out. and being able to kind of reprogram the cellular structures, reprogramming the muscles. So those of you, we're going to go into this. There's a point to what I'm talking about. You can multidimensional be able to merge and to integrate your higher selves, your avatar selves to your body by actually learning how to bring them in, learning how to wake them up in as you are exercising, if you want to say exercising, moving the body. You can do this too as well. It's kind of like a jolt to kind of get them going. Clearing the density off of your body too as well, and you will be able to see density flying when you can start seeing through your pineal gland, the diamond third eye. You should be able to see, I guess it's projector screen or whatever you want to call it. It could just be like your front door. However you want to, and whatever you want to do to call it. What do you want to call it? I call it the diamond third eye. So as you're working out, you want to hit those high tones on the weights and lifting, so you can clear the density off of your spinal cord, clear the density off of your lower body, your legs, your thighs, your buttocks, the tailbone, in the back. You want to hit them really hard, and the solar plexus too. Lots of abdominal workouts on the machines, and you actually will eventually be able to see the density flying off of you. You'll be able to see all the density coming off. And I was like, oh my God. And I could see pinks and rainbows and purples and plasma flying off too, as I could see the density coming off too as well. So it was actually a really beautiful experience to see the plasma the plasma flying off of me too as well. This is how you can actually clear density a lot faster, which will also be able to tune into tone with your avatar more. You'll be able to merge with the avatar, and these are actual like full merges, if that makes sense. The softwares that are coming up, it's a good way, because there's so many veils and illusions, so many softwares. So all of your matrices are coming up to the surface. Everybody is on the body. No one will really have a choice. Like there's you won't be able to be in resistance. You won't be able to be scared. You won't be able to be hiding anymore. You just won't be able to. You won't be able to be able to not see, not to be able to reflect. There's the fourth dimensional mirror grid, which is a 360-degree mirror that you will have to reflect with all soul contracts. Anyways, that's all collapsing. As that collapses, you will have to reflect. So each little star particle that starts activating, it transmits a new tone, a tuning into tone. As it transmits, the density starts to dissolve off of it, which is like little tiny specks coming off of you, and you'll be able to see that. That's all you will have to reflect on every, I'm going to say, memory cell. You have to be able to see all the softwares, all the templates, in all of the bodies when they unify too as well. So a lot of you guys could be waking up and feeling a lot of fear in the body, a lot of all of these illusions, the ego, anger, sadness, all of this coming up to the surface, and it really is coming up to the surface. So the best way to do it is to go move your body. Go to the gym or go running, anything that's going to move your body, stretching, yoga, Pilates, everything that will, setting the highest intention to bring in sources light through your crown, through your body before you start, actually connecting to your higher self, making connection, and then you can learn how to, when you move the muscles and you start working out those muscles, the nerve systems, okay, ligaments, yeah, everything you can start to reprogram. Okay, you can reprogram and start reprogramming your body. We are pure love consciousness. We are trust. We believe. We are abundant. Okay, so as you're working out, you can telepathy transmit telepathically through a, like, I'm going to call it vibrational frequency, energetic communication to your body, and start actually reprogramming your cells. Okay, we are pure love. We do want to be pure love. Okay, that is the higher dimensions. The only thing is the density breaking through it. We want to be pure love. We want to trust again. We want to believe. And we say we because we're at a we consciousness. Okay, so we do it for humanity. And you want to reprogram a new system in the conscious field, which is connected to the earth grid once you activate your Gaia body. When you activate the Gaia body and the planetary body and the universal body, you are everything and everyone that you look at. You are the grass, you are the cat outside, you are every human and species on this planet. You are the stars, the ones that are left. Um, is that the ones that are left? It's very true. Um, the ones that are actually left here, the constellations that we still have. You are everything. You are the sun. You are all connected to everything. So if you can reprogram pure consciousness and you can reprogram it in your body, you will actually be able to see the holograms of the holographic reality change out there too, and also in the collectives. So you want to reprogram. What do you feel like right now if you close your eyes? What do you feel like you don't feel like you have to reprogram? Pure love, intelligence, divine love. Do you know what divine is? Okay. Do we know what that frequency is? Right. So hand over everything because we don't know everything. If you're in a fourth dimension and it was like, we know pure intention. No, you don't. No, you don't. If you're in a light and dark grid and you're in the duality grid and the false matrix, is it the Hunas we call it, all the Hunani stuff in the fourth dimension, okay, you have to understand you have to do a reversal then. You have to reprogram completely. You wouldn't know pure intention. Not yet. Okay, so you will have to master the fourth dimension and you will have to master the fifth dimension, sixth dimension, seventh dimension, and then all the way to the 12th. You can do it in your waking state and you can do it in your dream state. It's actually, you can work through anything in your dream state. So you want to reprogram. So you will have to give everything up and say, okay, so teach me again. Someone who has released their ego 100% completely is okay with giving everything to their higher self and saying, you know what, I don't know anything. If you know you hit a fifth dimensional reality grid, if you know you hit a seventh dimensional reality grid or a 12th dimensional reality grid, you want to hand over everything to your higher self because that is someone of a non-ego and just saying that I want to learn something new. So, okay, if you're in another dimension of the earth, you should know you have to relearn something new here. So everything goes completely, and it will. Okay, so you hand it over and you're going to have to reprogram again and say, all right, well, show me what pure intention is then. Show me what pure consciousness is. Show me, show me this. Show me what is divine, what is divinity, what is sovereignty here. What is sovereignty in this world, in this new parallel world? Okay. So hopefully this will be able to assist you guys. You can reprogram through actually reprogramming through the Godhead too. So you can reprogram. I usually will activate frequencies here in the Zeal chakra. I'll start reprogramming here. Pure love throughout my whole body. Pure, and it's through the body. It's through the whole body and the consciousness of the body, the cells of the body, the memory cells of the body. So I'll program love here, pure love, divine love. I use usually a high frequency, a 12 dimensional God consciousness frequency, or a source consciousness frequency, and you can reprogram through here. But if you decide when you're working out you want to do telepathic affirmations and vibrate the frequencies through your body as you're sitting here working out, you don't have to speak it out loud unless you want to. It's okay, but you can send those frequencies to all parts of your body and to start reprogramming it. Those of you that are releasing right now disease, a lot of people have a lot of stuff coming to the surface right now. You want to visualize every part of your body and to send telepathic signals that you are fully healed. You want to reprogram your cells, reprogram your nervous system, reprogram your blood, reprogram your skeleton structures. Start at the skeleton structures, and you can sit there even if you're moving your body, working out, or laying down and meditating. You want to reprogram and to see everything crystal clear and healed, all organs healed. Okay, this is the power of the heart. You can program and just visualize programming here and sending a signal back to the Godhead network or the Goddess head network. Send the signal back to the Zeal chakra. There's a crystal here. I'm not going to use the human intelligence terms. Okay? There's a huge vortex here. There's a crystal back here that if you decalcify it, and you'll know when it decalcifies, because you'll feel like your head blew open with plasma liquid light. You'll feel like menthol or liquid opening are really supercharged hot frequencies too. So send a signal back to your crystals, and it'll be kind of like a little bit below in the back center. You'll be able to see the crystal, visualize the crystal, send the signal back there. Okay, crystal clear, healed body. All right, you want to send the signal back that you are fully healed. You can send it back here. You want to be able to send it that it's a crystal clear, or send the signals back, and it will actually transmit to the rest of your body. You want to send the transmissions. Visualize, you can just visualize it too. You can visualize whatever energy and vibrational frequency that you actually see it, rainbow frequencies or gold frequencies, gold light, and that it's a perfect clear crystal. Clear, crystal clear, okay? A purified, fully healed body. And you want to kind of run it through your whole body, but start with the transmission back here. Pure love. If you want to release fear from your body, okay, you can do send like an affirmation back here. The opposite of fear is love, and pure love. You can send it back here. Some people say that. I'm just going to say pure consciousness. All right, pure divine intelligence. Whatever you want to send back here, send it here, and then transmit it all the way down to your toes. Transmit it to your fingers. Transmit it to your hands. If you feel like you have self-love or self-image distortions, I'm going to call it distortions. You don't love yourself, if you judge yourself, if you are feeling like that ego death all the time. The ego death is like not wanting to be here anymore. Those type of frequencies, send a signal and start actually transmitting it to the crystal here and running it through your whole body, that you love yourself. Okay, the moment that you truly love yourself 100%, you'll be crying. You'll be bawling your eyes out. That's your heart fully open. It could be happy. It most likely will be happy tears. It might be sadness at first, but then eventually you'll be crying in light. We call it crying in light, meaning you'll be crying happy. You'll be happy. So you can reprogram here too as well, and send signals to the back of your body. Send the signals down the spinal cord and into the feet too as well. All parts of you. Start off with love first, because that might help. Trust too as well, and believing. We have to believe. You have to believe when you're quantum jumping. All right, so new diamond transmissions, but I'm just sharing my experience to tell you what I do. You will tune into a crystal in the back of your skull eventually, and you'll be able to send it here, send it to the rest of your body, and just lay down and relax. I do it before I go to bed, and now I'm actually learning to reprogram the cellular memory, reprogramming pure love consciousness, pure trust. We are love. You can call them affirmations, but it's in order to reprogram the cells as you are working out in the gym, or moving the body, doing yoga, and whatever is going to assist you. Breath work and the rhythm of your breath is important, but I never listen to my higher self on that one. Multidimensionally learning how to anchor. These are just some ideas in order to assist you too as well. And that's what I wanted to kind of tune in today. The new moon gateway is going to be a beautiful acceleration, but all of you guys could be going through a phoenix cycle. Phoenix cycle and phoenix cycles are ego deaths. So a lot of you guys are going to be experiencing massive ego deaths, shedding death parts of you, dead, and we call it moving dead parts out. parts of you that are just going to fall off, the ego deaths, meaning that all of this fear and these vibrational frequencies of fear have to move out of your body, your illusions, your deep sleeps of amnesias, your veils too as well, and then also your fixed belief systems. My gosh, I don't know if anybody have seen that come in, but with all the new accelerations with the diamond light body systems that are coming in, and also new plasma, liquid light plasma, all of the fixed belief systems are coming to the surface in order for us to move them out. All belief systems. So like I tell everyone, oh, that's an okay, I'll talk about that too. Something that my higher self wanted, one of my higher selves wanted to come in. One of my higher selves wanted to come in to talk about something. I think I just lost it. Did it go? I was like, anyways, my Lyran wanted to come in and talk about all the Lyran energies coming in right now, which is good. Divine masculine is accelerating right now. Divine feminine, all of, I'm gonna say all of the divines are coming in right now. The Lyrans wanted to communicate, kind of like communicate about a lot of the intense energies and the shiftings too as well, which are going to be cosmic portals, lower belief systems, and the next thing is that everything goes. So there's a lot of people in the collective consciousness that is really stuck in the fourth dimension, and it's not stuck, but it is stuck and not really stuck. So hopefully you guys will be able to elevate on this one. They're all choosing these realities, and that's fine. Those are collective realities, but that's going to be a lot that are awakening or have been awakened for about 20 years or beyond. The solar awakening, the Lyrans are just saying that it's just going to go, so it's okay. It's just matrices within the body. It's all belief system, so whatever you believe in right now is all going to go completely. So there's everything new and new creation is coming in. Everything that you guys are still holding on to in all communities and on the planet and also collectives is going to be going through a wipe, a massive one, continuously. So that's the thing, is that shifting to new paradigms. Well, the new paradigms you shifted to could have been like today, tomorrow, 2 hours ago, are all going completely. Okay, so that's why they're like, is continuously going. It's new paradigms. Well, those ones are gone too. So everything is quantum accelerating really fast. You'll be seeing yourself shifting and shifting, and you'll be shifting in different forms of geometrics and equations, arithmograms. I see lots of coordinates too. There's lots of coordinates that are coming in order to help you guys move through those really fast. A lot of people are staying in these collectives, and that's fine, because they all hold a sacred purpose too as well. There's ones that just will not budge from these reality grids, and it's going to get really crazy, and it's going to get really accelerated, and it's going to be like, oh my god, like, where are we? Okay, so you're going to float off into your own pretty much your own island, and that's the way that we see it, is like you will float off into your own islands, collective island, and you guys will have to keep playing your contracts out for a few years until you guys are able to expand together as a soul family and to unify. And that's just what it is. So that's like another island. You'll start to see like different islands and different pods, and you guys will have to play these out, and you'll have to continuously play it out until all of you guys unify 100%. And the unification means you guys might as well learn how to unify really fast. Is what that's what the Lars like. We hope you guys figure it out really fast, because it's your higher selves doing it to you, and it's actually quite hilarious. So we're going to say it's like a little, like a pod. The senti fushikati. This just anyways. Okay, so you will have to see that you will kind of be floating off to your own island to play all this. We call them scenes out, and then you'll be able to. You all will have to unify. The ones that are choosing the fourth dimension, which is light and dark, and it's all the battling and all of these crazy showdowns and agendas and motives and all this funny, hilarious stuff that I have to say are funny, because the Lyrans, when I work with my Lyran higher self, he's just cracking up the whole time, and I'm like, you're just cracking up at them. It's like, they have to. It's kind of like, it looks like a little island pod that you're looking at. All of these motives, agendas, and the ping pong effects back and forth. All of this crazy stuff that the ego is just making up, which is cool, because you have to dissolve it up and out of the vortex, out of your crown. So you don't really have a choice. They call it the duality consciousness, duality systems, all of that stuff. You have to play it out so you can open your heart more. You will. You'll see all kinds of crazy stuff coming up. All of these illusions. Yeah. All of these crazy illusions coming up is like, all you guys are all separated, and then you guys are all unified, and all separated and all unified. All separated, and then you're all unified again, all separate. You'll see it, you'll be in the biggest loop for a very long time, which holds a purpose. Okay, so everyone will be like, well, that's not what holds a purpose. It will for you, because the way that it's shown is that we have to experience all of this in order for us to activate more light in the body. There's no other ways sometimes to move these matrices out. Okay, moving the matrices out of your body, and it really is just matrices. So the way that the Lyran showed me, just real quick before we finish, if you understand what's happening, if you actually developed a two-way communication with your higher self, or the vibrational communication to the universal soul, you would be able to do it in a sacred space with just you and your higher self, not with all of these contracts, not with 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 10 contracts or 20 contracts. You won't have to do it anymore. Okay, you will say, okay, well, what is Akasha talking about? Can you tell me? Well, then that's where the mastery gloves come on. It's mastery gloves. It will be gloves. We'll have to get little white gloves. Little white gloves. Okay. That's where your higher self, you will pull away, and you will have to pull away for a few years. Okay, so codependency is out the window. Feelings of loneliness out the window. Okay, you have to know you would just be with you and your higher self, and eventually you would see nobody. So you would just see that it's just you and your higher self, which is cool. You will just be learning from your higher self, which is amazing. That is the evolution of where we're going to. Okay, so that's amazing. That's good. Those of you, and this is what my Lyran higher self is just saying, those of you that are wanting to experience with soul family of the playing the roles out and then unifying and separating, which is your ego. You guys separate because of the ego, but it all is a geometrics showdown, and it can last for a few years in order for you guys to activate. If you were to expand your consciousness to the higher self, you would see, why is this important? It is really important. You're unifying to unity consciousness. So eventually you would realize that all of this and everything you went through for all of these years, and you're just like, eventually you'd be losing it, is for you to unify inside of you, is in out there. So it's a unification. It's actually quite hilarious if you were to go up like we do, as the higher selves, the avatars, just looking down on the little islands and little pods of everyone in the collectives that have to experience this. Your higher self can show you what I'm talking about in the dream state, but you have to wake up and write it down, and you would understand the pods, like the little islands. And eventually you can say, okay, well, I think I want to do this with my higher self. Okay, so then do it with your higher self. And then that's where the mastery comes in. All of you guys are going to mastery very quickly at nanoseconds right now. So you'll be able to figure it out with the higher self, and then going within, and you can do it with your higher self very easily. You will learn how to kind of act everything out as the day goes in the waking state, and then you would set the intentions to work out everything in this incarnation, and then any past life contracts too as well in your dream state. You would make a soul dedication to your higher self and your soul journey, your sacred journey here. Okay? Here. Isn't it's funny. I can see some people. Uh, so this is the right here. So you wouldn't have a bunch of contracts either too as well. So you wouldn't have a bunch of contracts to keep playing out all of these roles. You would have a soul dedication, ascension journey with your higher self, your galactic councils. All of your multidimensional selves would be able to teach you some really cool stuff. Mastering time too as well. And you would be able to pretty much kind of do what we do, and it's actually fun. So you would realize your higher self will show you all of the magic, all of the magical stuff, and then all of the stuff that you wouldn't know about, you would have to activate and light and to expand your heart center with your higher self, and that would be a full body merge with your higher self. And eventually would just show you, it's just like putting on virtual reality glasses. And you would put on the virtual reality glasses, and you have to play out all the softwares and all of the old belief systems, all the fixed belief systems with your higher self all day long. You'd be playing and having fun with all of your family, your galactic councils, and that's pretty much what we do. But sometimes you can get triggered. You would kind of be triggered with your virtual glasses on, and you would forget that what's going on here, and you would go, "Oh, these are just illusions. They're illusions and belief systems." And that's it. So your higher self would eventually come in and go, "All right, well, we're taking the virtual glasses off completely at this point because you are buying into your own illusions of the matrix. You're going back into the matrix again. Okay, so we have to dissolve the matrix, which would be good, and there's a purpose. What we do is we play out everything. We play out all contracts, all soul contracts. We'll look through all illusions, and it's like it's all day long. It never stops ever, completely. It will never ever, it doesn't stop until eventually we're able to shift within inside of us. We dissolve a matrix, we dissolve a belief system, we dissolve and start to upgrade, and that's where the upgrades come in. So that's just upgrading with your higher self, and that would be your soul dedication. And we don't exist in those reality grids unless we design a contract to exist there just for a few hours, just for a few days, just for a week, because we have to activate and light and to upgrade with our family of light. And that's what we would have to do. So and we would play those out, and then they're gone. So you guys could be experiencing this, and if you want to take that to the next level, it would just be you and your higher self for a very long time. And your higher self would eventually show you, what do we mean about you put on virtual glasses. It would just be like having virtual reality glasses in your Merkaba, and you would sit here and have to play out everything with your higher selves, your teams. All of the softwares come out of the physical body, the matrices, all of, anything of the lower self, all of the templates that have to be wiped, anything of attachments, cords, contracts that have to go. So you would learn how to be able to play everything out, the fourth dimensional grid, and have fun, and it's in an actual fun way. And then you would be able to kind of take them off and say, okay, now you should feel expanded, creative time, creation, and very high states of consciousness. So it's actually pretty cool. So hopefully you guys understand a little bit. That's what we do, so we don't have to go off into the islands. We don't have to go into the collective islands and to play out all of this. It's expansion going, yes, this is definitely not the fifth dimension or the seventh dimension at all. Okay, so thank you. And you would be like, thank you guys for showing me this. I'm going to go this way by free will. Or the other way, or my own inner way. I'm going to go hang out with my higher self for a very long time. So, and forever. So hopefully you guys will be able to understand this too as well. I'm going to pull a few cards for everyone, and because we're going into about an hour. Okay, so new plasma codes coming in. Pearl plasma codes, crystalline plasma, Vusian energies, all Vusian energies, new Vusian parallel realities, which are really cool. Lots of intense Lyran energies. Lyran energies are going to be intense, especially for the little man cubs that are here on the planet. All of the Lyran, I call them their little cubs. They're cubs, they're kids that are here, most likely are going to be jolted even more awake to get up even more. So you guys could be having some serious accelerations right now. Accelerations of like not wanting to let go of change, where they're just like, it is time for you to wake up. It is your solar great awakening. So the only way the humans can wake up, the human intelligence, which is the old human selves, is lots of pain and suffering. Because that's the only way they're able to expand and to clear the density off of their body. So all, like, those are islands too. Pain and suffering to open up the heart. All of these crazy showdowns and scenes, and I call them the movies. And you have to just kind of reverse it, and you make choices. So then you guys choose. So if you choose to stay in the reality grid within inside of you where you want to be, that's where you'll be. You can choose a higher state of consciousness. You could choose beautiful, higher vibrational living for yourself, happiness, joyfulness, blissful states of consciousness, abundance, living abundance. Abundance is love, loving yourself. That is true abundance. A lot of people think it's money. It's not. It's true abundance. Abundance is love for yourself. Love for you. Loving yourself. All right. You'll figure that one out when you open your heart. Okay, so leap. I'm going to pull a few cards for you guys for the collectives so you guys can open your heart, and we want to bring in abundance and pure creation for instant manifestation. Leap. So everyone, you must take a leap of faith. This is for the new moon. Listen to the Forshanakati. Gishin to the Forshanakati. You go first. The universe will catch you. This is me with my full-blown fairy circle that I made today, yelling to the universe, divine universe, and making up all of these really cool magical spells out there with the universe, and going, okay, so this is what we need to call in. It's not needing, but anyways, kind of like my list. But it's funny. So I have a massive fairy portal with a divine universe that I opened up. Okay, so it is for the collectives, because everything we do is for the collectives. I'll put pictures up so you guys can see it. It's actually a really beautiful fairy circle. Leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. It's very true. So we're all quantum jumping. We can call it quantum jumping. We're teleporting through a Stargate through our throat chakra. It's actually a massive one that just opened. And I'll probably wind up, I guess we'll be winding up in Utah, which I'm actually excited about. It's really beautiful. So we materialize and create it. I create my realities through sleeping. We sleep and I wake up and it's boom, it materializes. And then you have to clear softwares. So I just say, okay, well, I'm not getting up out of bed until this is materialized. You guys can try it out. It actually does work. So break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. Yes, this is what we're working on. We're here at the Aztec ruins over this beautiful place in the Navajo reservation. And this is what we're doing for the collectives. Exactly this. Ancestral patterns and behavioral patterns. Break the chains. Break the chains that bind you. Okay, look for chains and cords all over the neck, everything else, and break them. Those are your ancestral cords. I'm actually doing this in my dream state. Massive, 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 massive work for the collectives. Ancestral patterns, healing, and rewriting the future. Yes, but it's infinite timelines. There's millions of timelines that you can jump on. Having hope, activating the frequency of hope and faith. Clearing ancestral energies. And I don't think you guys can see this. Ancestors. Connecting to the sacred ancestors. All right, we're activating the Jaguar gates. I put a Jaguar picture up here for a very important reason. We're working in the direction of the West. Everyone is going to be going through some serious Jaguar internal work for 6 years. So good luck. Let the Jaguar lead you. 6 years we're working in the West, in the collectives. Okay? Those of you that know a little bit about shamanism. Star Mother. How it's funny. We are for 6 years working with Jaguar. Jaguar medicine is definitely going to be here for 6 years for all of humanity. Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? And this is a beautiful picture. So that's the Divine Mother. Beautiful Divine Mother. The Divine Mother comes with a very strong punch. Okay? It could be fruit punch or a gold punch. It's very true. It all depends on what flavor you want to get of the Divine Mother. Birthing a new age. Birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Birthing a new age. This is going to be for all of you. Rebirth, rewriting, new opportunities. Call in your opportunities. Start writing down what you want to create for instant manifestation, materializing into physical form. Those of you guys that are tuning in right now, the new moon is tomorrow. You have to clear softwares and the ego is dissolving. You will be experiencing an ego death. Okay, so that's fear coming up in the body, all of your belief systems coming up to the surface. So if you guys want to, you guys can go grab a pen and paper and start rewriting your timelines for tomorrow. Start birthing a new reality. Start writing down at least 3 creations. What do you want to manifest into your life? Okay, read it before you go to bed. Tell your higher self, I want to set the highest intentions and the purest intentions to clear millions of timelines in my dream states, to cleanse and to clear, and to energetically resolve everything within inside of my physical body. Okay, everything inside of me in my dream state. What contracts do I need to work through? What do I need to see? What ancient energies? What do I need to release inside of me? Can I do it in my dream states? You want to also give the list to your higher self before you go to bed. I want to do this. I want to resolve everything energetically unresolved inside of my physical body. Okay, it's inside of us. I want to dissolve matrices, and then you actually want to start reading off, this is what I want to create. I want to materialize this tomorrow or in a few weeks. I want this to be in creation, and start reading off your manifestations and start writing down everything right now. Go grab a journal. What do I want to create? That's funny. Birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. You are the creator of your reality. You are the cosmic creator. You are the creator of worlds. You are source. You are God consciousness. So go write down 3 creations. Instant manifestation. You want to read it off to your higher self before you go to bed tonight. You can do a little ceremony if you want to, but read it off and keep reading it off and setting the highest intentions. Activate, install this now into my reality grid. Activate and install this into the universal time matrix. Call it in. Start calling in your realities, new opportunities. You need a new job, a new career. Call it in. You can create a fairy portal like I did. I created a huge fairy portal. I said, Divine Universe, this is what I need. And I'm up screaming it, and Divine Universe. I start making my list. And it was like, this is what we have to call in. I don't want to say need. This is what we call into creation. But I play around with the universe. I have all kinds of stuff. So I have boxes. I have different types of safes. I know it sounds funny, but we have a universe safe. And it's a hidden safe too. Like a universe safe, and it's our hidden safe. You want to keep your heart open. We have a universe bag and everything there that we need in the universe, in a sense, in order for us to connect to the universe. All sources that are needed to keep our heart open is in a little bag. And this is manifest magic. You want to be able to create and to connect to the universe. So I play with the universe, and then we rewrite words all day long. So you want to just sit and to create your realities, to start calling in your realities. And if you feel like you really need a huge shift and change, well, you're going to have to get up and to pack your stuff and get ready to jump, like we do. Just pack your stuff and get ready to jump. To say, I'm done. And that's it. Okay. And then you're really going to have to communicate to the inner universe, to the inner universe in here, and the outer universe, which is the one that we're screaming to through a fairy portal. But that's always going to be fun. Divine universe, and I'm rhyming and all kinds of beautiful stuff with my new mystical magic activation. You want to just call it in and write it in and set the intentions before you go to bed and read them in the morning. And I guarantee you they will materialize. You guys are powerful creators. All starseeds, light workers, and indigos can manifest very fast. Awakening is energetic upgrades. This is going to be the next card and the last card. Awakening, which is the solar awakening for humanity. It's going to get higher and higher and higher. It will be accelerating. A lot of you guys are going to feel like you are coming out of your body, and that is the acceleration of your multidimensional reality grid activating. Energetic upgrades. A new way of being, integration. And this one's beautiful. Align your life. Unalign your life. So unalign your life. It says align your life, unalign. Unalign to realign completely. Keep the heart open 100%. Do whatever you can to expand the heart. Whatever opens your heart. Galactic consciousness would be like anything that has to do galactic. So Star Wars, all kinds of cool stuff. Anything that's going to come into your life in order for you to have fun. If you like mysticals, magic, elementals, and phase, open those doors, because that's going to be the fifth dimensional grid systems. And there is no duality systems there, or duality consciousness. It doesn't exist there. Those vibrational frequencies of fear do not exist there. So you can have fun. Anything that opens your heart and opens portals. So that's what you want to do, and just keep the heart grids open completely. I design all kinds of really cool stuff. I have time traveling bags. Quantum jumping is, we have different little bags for quantum jumping too as well. Time traveling bags are for when we're sleeping, wake state, and when we multidimensionally walk through time and space. And you can do this when you activate your super quantum computer system. When you start reaching the 12th dimensional grid systems of the quantum human, we walk through time and space. So in all spaces and time. So you'll be able to navigate that too as well. And there's all different types of really cool stuff that you can start building and creating in order for you to expand in light, expand the heart centers, and also for you to remember. So the solar awakening for humanity is also a remembrance, and it's a remembrance of the galactic consciousness, universal consciousness, and also your creator self. Also activating to new divine intelligence and super intelligence too as well. So we hope that this is able to help you. Activated quantum t-shirt, yes. Listen to Foshanakati. Listen to the Foshanakati. Listen to the Foshanakata. Yes. So I hope everyone is expanding. Write down your manifestations and do not forget to tell your higher self before you go to sleep. You can do a ceremony. I would just keep writing them all day long, all of your inspirations, your dreams, your passions, your desires, and do not give up. Everything is divine alignment, but you have to unalign yourself, unalign to realign. And two as well, everything is a reversal system, which is non-linear. So anything that is linear has to go, and that's the next thing is all of you guys will be experiencing. That linear is going completely, and you will have many collapses and many collapses and many collapses until you are able to remember the remembrance of divine alignment. Okay? So you can remember what is a divine alignment than from the human ego that wants to rush everything or wants everything now or control. So control veils are going to be released. So you should be having fun with that one for a while too as well. And I feel like that's good for today. Yeah, control veils completely gone. So you guys will have collapses in time. Meaning that you have to flow through the heart and flow in 0 point, and everything is divine alignment. That's also we have events coming up too as well until 11/11 portal, which is November 11th. You guys can check out our events on our homepage. I'll post it afterwards. And then we also have our Utopia and Dara shop, which is going to have a few crystals. Those of you that tune in on a regular basis, because we do have a few people that are new here. Our crystal shop is open, and we have been programming azurites for Heaven on Earth reality gates. They should be up in about a few days. I think about 3 days. Probably by tomorrow we'll have 2 pieces up so far, but we actually work with them. We activate them. We're going to be activating the azurite pieces for the Heaven on Earth. They're not Indars, they're actual azurites and malachite. And we've been working with them. We've had them. We've upgraded them. They're actually really beautiful pieces. We have all new Indara sets that are posted so far. We have a few more that will be up. Some beautiful one, a beautiful Christed angelic pink Lyra energies. It's all Lyran piece. It's actually really beautiful Indara that I really did not want to. I don't want to put up, but it says that it has to go to its partner. So I said, okay, I will put you up. Really did not want to, but this one's going up. It's my beautiful pink one that I love. I have it in a lot of my pictures and activations that I do. And then for some that love the Lemurian seed quartz, we have 2 Lemurian seeds that we're going to be putting up too, that we activate as light energy tools. Everything will be written in descriptions as what they are on our shop. So it should be like a few days, but it's all divine alignment. We're working with them. One is a really cool key port. So we kind of tune into what they are. And they're key ports to stargates, and they also will synchronize your stargates too as well. And the one of them is going to be the lemon Lemurian sea quartz. So we have a few items coming up, but we have to work with them to make sure that they're in the highest vibrational frequency, and we actually activate them and program them with the Endarian collectives, all the galactic families of light. So sometimes it takes time for us to work with them. There's a whole system. Everything has to be love, and they have to be activated with love too as well. So I'm sending love to you guys. You guys can always check out our new shop, which I'm actually excited about. And this is our new beginnings to where we want to go. All right. So love you guys very much, and drink pure water and hydrate. please hydrate, because a lot of people are going to be very dehydrated. There's lots of solar flares coming in again. Hydrate, and then light foods, and taking care of yourself. Okay, so please remember to do all of this. Sending love to you.